Greetings to my colleagues, family, friends, other friends, Mambitori, South Africa, Dumela.
Hi, Dimpho.
Everyone is gathered here today. Skimsakas Felezi, but someone's missing. I will begin with a scripture on 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. The title of the chapter is Treasures in Jars of Clay. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us. We are afflicted in every way, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Struck down, but not destroyed. Always carrying in the body the death of Jesus Christ, so that the life of Jesus may be manifested in our bodies. I'm still not okay. I still don't understand why are we here, why this occasion, why this day, why so young. I am touched and heartbroken. My name is Matshepo Sekgopi, and I have had the privilege of being chosen to be part of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create a body of art that had me working hand in hand with Africa's greatest talent, Presley Chweneyagae being one of them. And I had no idea what the universe had in mind when I was selected to be part of a cast and a phenomenal crew, the show called The River, a first of its kind, well-seasoned and exceptionally executed, well ahead of its time as well. When production began in 2017-2018, I had done some work as a kid, but none compared to the greatness that was the show. And in hindsight, it was the universe's way of preparing me to begin to step into my own greatness that I didn't know existed inside of me. The timing of it all is the evidence we see today. Everything and everyone worked together for good. I had previously done some work, and at that point, little did I know that the short times that we had spent on the show, they would give me memories that would last a lifetime, an imprint never to be forgotten. The kind of work that we do as artists requires an intricate dedication all the way through as an actor, a player, or crew, or anything else in between. And in order for the script and the pages to come alive, without applying your soul, it's not going to happen. To execute a great story that stays winning hearts of many, night in and night out, the amount of thought and heart pouring into any project is commendable. How our brains work as artists and bringing light to a show that doesn't exist into existence is beyond the world's wonder, but our brains as thespians are capable to transport that into a believable story that touches hearts. The man who has brought us here today had immense abilities to live in his head and make any story happen. Without saying too many words, he was a great talent, a gentle giant, a gem, and a very gifted human being walking amongst us. He was a true gentleman and a leader. He was a starseed, and he knew exactly how to navigate anything. Whatever he touched, it turned into gold. The first few weeks of working together was nothing out of the ordinary, but there was something beyond what normal colleagues or professionals would experience. There was something that kept us bound and later turned into family. The craftsmanship was impeccable from Presley. We all felt obligated to pour and to minister deeply with our characters, whether through laughter, through emotion, or even just pure rage. That's what thrilled the audience, and a collective success the show was, which resulted in a very big cultural reset, as we all know. I think the casting directors, channel, or whoever was there really selected a crazy bunch of people in a room and just said, go ahead, make the room explode. Presley Charisma made the days really short or super long. He was capable of anything. If I were to talk in detail about the man that we are bidding farewell to, I think would sit here for 3 days straight, or he would come here and keep us here for 3 days straight to talk about himself. He was a mad scientist. He was highly gifted, very talented, sometimes underutilized. He was a phenomenon. He was dedicated to his work, staying true to his roots. He was proud of himself, being proud of coming from the Northwest. He was never camera shy and willing to push himself. I think he was fueled by a force that only he had met, something that we had not seen. I spent many long days and nights with him. We shared meals together. And one thing about him, joy came in the morning. He would wake up in the morning and choose to be happy, choose to be joyous, choose to love his work. It was hard to hide his joy, sometimes in serious situations. He had a good heart and made it easier to get the job done. Without dictating anything or anyone, I can proudly say that Presley made me feel seen. Presley qualified a lot of my dimensions that I would probably hide, but he made me feel seen. He valued the crazy side of me, he valued my craft, and I was inside of me, because he was a great man like that, very humble, always willing to collaborate. Without saying a lot, he would just say to me, stand next to me, Ngwana Kogai. You will know what to do. Just stand next to me. I can truly attest and say that God was in that room, God was in that studio, God was in that script. Everything worked together for good. Our mother came, Osmushidi. She made things worse because she was just as crazy. Our other cast members, the Refiwa gang, they made things worse, just as crazy. Noktula, the on-screen wife, just as crazy. And it was a time to be alive, and it was a time that could never be repeated again. The universe had predestined every moment for greatness, and with that, I want to extend my gratitude towards our wonderful EPs, Patu and Gwed, and the rest of the leadership, Percy, Candace, ladies in production, our directors. I want to say thank you for your leadership, for believing in us. Thank you for allowing us and giving us liberty to do what we do best. And I think whatever happened on the river, it might not happen again. The magic that was there, it might not happen again. It was divine and it served its purpose. And I want to say that Presley, thank you for your magic. He knew his people, he was selfless in nature, he served wholeheartedly, he knew his tribe, and I think destiny found him and he was obedient. He made me very upset, but I could not be mad at him for long. I truly, truly am blessed to have been welcomed by him as a sister. I am blessed to have worked with him. And I want to say to Shalane and the kids, the mother, thank you, my sister. I'm proud of you. You loved him. Thank you to Mama for sharing us with him. And to the kids, I want to say, please enter the Lord's rest. When you go at night, say, Lord, I enter your rest. When you wake up in the morning, say, I enter your rest. And I want to say good night to Presley. It feels like someone's gonna call cut and it's a dream, but it's not. So good night to my brother.